In today's Q&A, I have a question for you. And the question is nature perfect or flawed? Do you believe nature is perfect or flawed? Now, don't rush to an answer. Think about it for a second. And the reason we keep coming back to certain ideas is because these ideas form the foundation of the Ageless Adept philosophy. And it's these ideas that are going to help you make better survival decisions, or that have helped me make better survival decisions. Remember, again, the whole point of a belief system is to help you make better survival decisions. So what you believe about yourself, what you believe about the world, what you believe about the universe, what you believe about health and healing is going to affect the decisions that you make, and that'll determine your outcome. So the question is, do you believe nature is perfect or flawed? Is nature... now, I'm not asking if there are certain people who are born with imperfect functioning bodies. We know that that's a reality. What I'm asking is, as the basis for how you are going to proceed through life and the decisions you're going to make, are you going to base it on a belief that nature is foolproof, that nature is perfect, that nature is based on order and cause and effect? Or are you going to base it on the belief that nature is haphazard, is random, is chaotic? Because the truth is, you already have a belief about that, whether you've answered it or not. You have a belief about that, and that has been underlying your decisions for all of your life, or for most of your life. Before you were making decisions, your parents or guardians were making decisions. So I'm asking not for a yes but answer. You have to choose. Let's suppose hypothetically that you had to choose which direction you're going to go through life. Are you going to go in this direction, where nature is perfect, nature is foolproof, there is healing built in, there is an order, there is a system, there is a healing mechanism that's built into nature that can provide our answers? Or are you going to go in this direction based on pharmaceuticals, based on a belief that nature is imperfect? Because if you believe that nature is imperfect, then you are going to wait around for mankind to bring that perfection to nature. If you believe that nature is chaotic, is random, doesn't have order, gets things wrong, then you are going to put your faith and your trust in men in lab coats who say this little pill will improve on nature. You are going to rely on jabs that purport to improve the body's functioning. You're going to rely on man-made chemicals and again pharmaceuticals for your health. Whereas if you believe that nature is perfect, if you believe that nature is based on cause and effect, and that the effects are the result of specific causes, not random, then you'll make different decisions. You'll eat certain food. You'll rely on certain healing modalities and protocols. So whether you've thought about it or not, a lot of people haven't really thought about it. They just go through life and the doctor says, take this, and they take that. And then, they make their decisions based on an underlying belief, whether they vocalize it or not, that nature is imperfect and I need this person in a lab coat to improve upon nature. So again, this is important because all your decisions are going to be made based on this belief. So again, if you had to choose at this point, which direction are you going to go in? Are you going to go in that nature is perfect, or are you going to go in the direction that nature is flawed? Think about it for a second. Answer that question. Think about your decisions over your life and how you've proceeded. And in the comments, put whether nature is perfect or nature is flawed. Now again, don't say nature is perfect, but This is a hypothetical where you have to choose one. Are you going to choose the pharmaceutical, or are you going to choose nature? Now, again, a lot of people haven't thought about this in that particular way, but those are two different directions that people are going in. And I mentioned in the book, Clean Cell Never Dies, there's a graphic for that shows that, the whole world is running in that direction, based on a belief of nature's imperfection. And then there are people like myself who are going in that direction based on nature's perfection. So think about that for a second, just something to contemplate. We'll have other discussions about this as we move forward. But is nature perfect or flawed? Are you basing your decisions? Are you making your survival decisions? Are you attempting to achieve perfect health, long life, and the fountain of youth? Are you attempting to live a natural life in an unnatural world based on a belief that nature is perfect or that nature is flawed? I'd love to hear your thoughts. It would be interesting to see if people who grew up in rural areas versus people who grew up in urban areas, people who grew up in the tropics versus people who grew up, in Western, cold Western societies. I believe that my own faith and trust in things natural stems from having been born in Jamaica on a tropical island and seeing directly how nature proceeds, how the animals interact with nature, how the efficacy of herbal treatments, the time that's involved in planting and growing, the time that's involved in chickens hatching after 21 days. So I believe that is where that comes from. But it would be interesting to find out whether people who have grown up in a concrete jungle have that same faith in nature's perfection. So let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you, and see you in the next video.